Live from Freeport, Grand Bahama, this is Newsnight 13 at 6:30.
This is Newsnight 13 for this Thursday, November 15, 2012. Good evening all, I'm Shasheena Rolle. As always, it's great to have you with us. Topping news, the main thoroughfare that connects West Grand Bahama to the rest of the island will undergo extensive repairs beginning Friday. Today, the Minister for Grand Bahama, along with a local construction company, toured the area and shared plans on how traffic will be diverted once the roadwork begins. The passing of Hurricane Sandy left behind extensive damage to the only thoroughfare that connects West Grand Bahama to the rest of the island. Thursday afternoon, the minister responsible for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Michael Darville, says the first phase of reconstructing the Fishing Hole Road will commence on Friday.
Immediately after the hurricane, the government went immediately to try to get an assessment of what it would take to repair the road, to get it back in a functional position, and then talk about and begin planning for the long-term reconstruction of the Fishing Hole Road so that every hurricane we don't run into the same problems. So we went to the drawing board, the Ministry of Grand Bahama in conjunction with the Ministry of Works and Urban Development, and a contract was awarded, and the contract was awarded to War Construction.
The minister says this first phase is expected to cost some $50,000, but the government is looking at a permanent solution for the road.
What we plan to do is utilize the consultancy report from various engineering firms that we already have on file, and we're going to form a group that will decide what is the best alternative for the final repair of the Fishing Hole Road. We've had a company make the assessment, and it's very, very extensive, the findings. It has to do with tidal flow. It also has to do with how the road will impact the harbor, and the possibility of movement of silt into the harbor. A lot of complicated issues, but we want to assure the residents of Bahama that we are working very diligently to find a permanent solution for the Fishing Hole Road, and once we make our determination, we will go ahead and do the repair.
While construction was awarded the contract for the road repair, Vice President Godfrey Waugh explains how traffic will be diverted once the road work commences.
As you can see, there's a lot of car movement along, well, all vehicles movement along here. So the idea is to fix up the north side so that we can facilitate the repair of the road in the middle. And once that's done, then we will be repairing the south side of the causeway where most of the damage from washout has occurred. Some of the washout is very close to the existing asphalt, and it's very hazardous to the motoring public right now. So it's essential that that gets repaired.
He says the first phase of repairs should be complete by Monday. Statoil today continuing with their support of urban renewal in the East Grand Bahama District. Megan Shep reports tonight that when it comes to children and their education, Statoil finds a way to make them happy.
Urban Renewal's mission is to improve the quality of life for all residents, and this afternoon Statoil contributed to that cause by donating 3 desktop computers along with a printer to the High Rock Center. Operations Manager Kevin Stewart says they are pleased to be in partnership with Urban Renewal and are always happy to assist, especially when children are involved.
The key here for us is to continue to foster a good relationship with Urban Renewal. Urban Renewal has been doing an excellent job, and we'd like to thank Ms. Evelyn Roberts and then Mrs. Michelle Reckley, who they have a very good presence in the area, and we just want to continue to help because we can see that it's continuing and going through to the kids, and that's the key here for us.
Assistant Director of Urban Renewal Michelle Reckley says this is not the first donation on behalf of Statoil, and she commends the company for their continued support. She says the computers will be put to good use to empower the people of the High Rock community.
Urban Renewal works throughout the community, and tomorrow the children can come and have the use of these computers in assisting with their homework, assisting with school projects, and for us this is a milestone because it is badly needed and they are here to our rescue, and this is what Urban is all about, to make sure that our citizens can enjoy amenities that allows them to empower themselves. And today we are so grateful to Statoil, who came to our rescue with just a letter. And the partnership says a lot, and it means a whole lot to us.
Stewart assured the Urban Renewal team that this will not be the last time they assist with the program. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Under the theme A Time to Celebrate, today was celebrated as National Children's Day at the Jack Hayward High School, and an award ceremony was held in the school's gymnasium. There, youngsters were challenged by a local religious leader to continue a legacy of excellence. Joan Davis-Rolle reports.
Hundreds packed the Jack Hayward Gymnasium as students from grades 7 to 12 were awarded for their outstanding achievements in academic excellence. The event, which also showcased the talents and gifts of this country's future generation, was punctuated with accolades and praises for the honorees. The guest speaker for the occasion was Associate Pastor of the Gappy House, Apostle Ann Grant.
They should continue on the road of success and not to be discouraged even in the midst of failure, and to see life as a time of celebration. And I know there are times in life when you will come to a dead-end street, but to use that dead end, or to see that dead-end street as a challenge, an opportunity to go even higher. And so an attitude of thanksgiving is really what I will be ministering on, how to maintain it throughout the course of their life.
Pastor Grant challenged the students to continue to pursue academic, and she used the life example of the late former United States President Abraham Lincoln.
He turned the failures into success. And when you read all of the sayings of Abraham Lincoln, you realize that he maintained a positive attitude. He never allowed the stress of life or the failures of life as a young man to somehow stress him, or to make him bitter, but he allowed it to make him better.
Apostle Grant further told students that if they can believe it, they can achieve it. Joan Davis-Rolle, ZNS Network News.
Meantime, the driver's education program is returning to the school system on Grand Bahama. The initiative was first introduced back in 2008, and now Ministry of Education officials are joining forces with a local corporate citizen to ensure that young people learn the rules of the road and how to properly operate a motor vehicle in a safe environment. Sabrina Brown has the details.
The driver's education course is being reintroduced to the public high school system on Grand Bahama through the Technical Cadet Program. 45 students will participate in the 12-week course. Coordinator Bishop Joe Hall talks about the driving force behind this initiative.
After seeing so many accidents in Grand Bahama and throughout our country, I thought it was fitting for us to do it right. Once we have these things put in place, it'll be of great help and assistance to parents and for our community. The instructor will take the students in a classroom and will give them the theory of driving, and then we'll let them go on the simulators for the practical part of driving.
Pharmachem Technologies is sponsoring the program. Human Resource Manager Shamorn Clark says the idea resulted from an unfortunate incident.
President Eric Stefanuti, his son died in a traffic accident in 2007, and so he envisioned a program where we could teach or aid in the process to teach young people safe driving habits.
Instructor Allison Knowles says the program involves 2 simulators that replicates real-life driving conditions.
They learn to drive in rainy weather, dry conditions. They learn proper road procedures, and it's so much stuff that they learn on this computer, on these simulators. It's amazing, and it enables them that when I take them on the road after the 12 weeks, then I engage them in the on-the-road experience.
Deputy Director of Education Sandra Edgecombe and Deputy Controller at the Road Traffic Department Basil Ramming believe the driver's ed program is vital to the overall development of the seniors.
This is indeed a wonderful time, a wonderful opportunity that it's finally becoming a reality. And thanks to Bishop Hall and the Teacher Cadet Program, it has been revived.
We feel from the Road Traffic Department that this enhances, this gives an opportunity to enhance the level of safety that is out there on our streets.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us, there's more news right after this.